Sarah here at the Emeril Lagasse Foundation Kitchen House and Culinary Garden. I'm the program manager here at Edible Education Experience. We're excited for you guys tuning in with us. We have a very special guest this morning. We have Tina Wells. She is a paleo chef and an integrative nutrition and health coach. We're excited to have her. We're going to do a little cooking here today, and we're going to first start by going into our culinary garden and harvesting some fresh herbs.
Thanks for having me. It's such an honor to be here. I love this campus, and you guys are going to be so impressed with this garden. Let's go take a walk.
All right, here we go. Perfect day in the garden. It's a little overcast, but it's great for harvesting. We're going to be looking at some herbs. I have some scissors in my pocket. I'm going to leave that to Tina. She's going to do our harvesting.
Okay.
And we have some garlic chives here. We're going to grab a few of those, guys.
Can I just snip from wherever,
Yes,
like I do in my own garden?
You're welcome to. Yeah, I usually reach for the bottom as close to like the mulch towards the root, but
good.
You can snip away.
Yeah, I don't think we'll need a ton of these because they're so flavorful, but they'll be excellent as a garnish at the end for the dish we're making. And we've already selected some basil from the other side of the garden that looks amazing.
Italian basil.
Oh, and those chives smell so good.
Yeah.
And as you can see, this is a working garden. There's a full-time gardener. Gardener Brad is here every day, tending to the garden. It's just such a great place to spend a beautiful morning.
It's an outdoor time.
Yeah. Let's get some of this rosemary, huh?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Do you like to take that from the bottom too?
Yeah, you can take really anywhere where a sprig is starting to come off of the main stem. You're welcome to snip there. Yep, and that smell, that aroma is amazing.
Isn't it? I know I won't need two because it's so strong, but they're gorgeous. And some thyme.
We have thyme here, yep.
Thyme is so good with these oyster mushrooms that we're going to be cooking today. It should be plenty. Yeah. Good.
That's a good variety of herbs.
I think so too. Oh, look at that gorgeous pineapple.
Oh yeah, we wanted to point out, we also have some beautiful pineapple coming in, and this guy, as you can see how yellow he is, I think he is ready to be harvested, so good eye, Tina. We'll go ahead and bring that guy in, why not? Look at him.
Beautiful.
So pretty. So that could be our dessert.
Yeah.
Fresh fruit, can't beat it. All right, so we're gonna head back to the kitchen now.
Such a gorgeous day. You must have amazing lunches to just come out here and pick something fresh. And
I have been known to grab a little cilantro and add it to like my my taco salad. So we're gonna head on inside. For those of you that haven't been to our kitchen house before, welcome.
so we have a little setup here. I'm going to show you some zucchini noodles with a fresh mushroom sauce. I actually grew these oyster mushrooms at home and thought they would be fun to show today. Isn't that just a gorgeous little bouquet of mushrooms? And they're so flavorful. We're going to do a really simple preparation with just some olive oil, the herbs we just picked from the garden, and some fresh lemon, salt, and pepper. That's it. And I love this pasta rack. We're not drying real pasta though. We're doing everything grain and dairy free. So these zucchini noodles are going to be perfectly al dente once we put the warm sauce over the top. So I'm going to get this started just by heating up this pan. Once it preheats a little bit, I'll be able to add the oil. So in the meantime, let me get these mushrooms going. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the event that we have coming up on the 26th. It's going to be called Reset with Real Food, and I'll be hosting an evening of resetting our health and the foods we eat, possibly with a little bit of an elimination diet, and how to make some healthy swaps with the foods that we eat on an everyday basis. I am a paleo chef because I found with my health, I was just feeling a lot better when I eliminated certain things from my diet. So I'm grain-free and dairy-free. And there's a lot you can eat when all you eat is meat, fish, fruits, and vegetables. It's a huge variety. I love when people ask me, what do you eat? Because there's just so much that you can eat.
Such a variety, especially when you can grow it from home.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just removing the bottom part of the stems that are a little chewy. I'm leaving a little bit of the stem. And I'm going to use these to make chicken stock. I'm going to make bone broth with some chicken wings, and the mushroom stems give it a really great umami flavor.
Excellent. And you can probably do this similar setup with a saute with a different variety of mushrooms, right?
Oh yeah, you can use any mushrooms you like. I've just been really enjoying the ones that I grew. So it's been a lot of fun. It's the first time I've ever grown mushrooms, and it was a lot of fun to watch the process. They were completely full grown in 11 days.
That's incredible.
I know, I can't wait to start it again. So I'm just going to give these a rough chop so that they're not huge pieces and they break down a little bit. Yeah.
And our pan is heating up here.
Is it getting nice and warm? We can go ahead and add some oil.
A little oil.
And you can use any healthy, unprocessed, or extra virgin oil. We're using olive oil today. You can use ghee, which is essentially grass-fed clarified butter.
Right.
You can use avocado oil. Mine too. I tend to stay away from anything that's a refined oil like canola, things like that, because they are inflammatory. And the name of the game is to be as anti-inflammatory as possible.
That's right.
So I've got these pretty much ready to go. I'll go ahead and leave these smaller ones whole because they just are so pretty on the plate. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to just add those in.
All right, already getting a little bit of sizzle going.
Yeah, we want to hear that sizzle when we're cooking. And they'll absorb this oil and they'll get nice and crispy. And I don't like to stir things around a lot. I like to just kind of let them develop a little bit of a crust on their own. And that's the trick to using a pan that's not nonstick.
Right.
You know,
So
once it develops.
texture too.
Exactly. Once it develops its own crust, it's going to release itself from the pan. You don't need to cook with all those toxins. Unless you can find a good non-toxic. So Sarah, tell us a little bit more about this fabulous place where we are today while I chop some herbs.
Of course. I'll step over here. I'll kind of keep an eye on the mushrooms.
Thank you. Yeah.
So yes, again, welcome. We're here at the Emeril Lagasse Foundation Kitchen House and Culinary Garden. If you guys are one of our Instagram followers, you've probably seen bits and pieces of our kitchen house and our culinary garden. But we're a nonprofit. Edible Education Experience is a nonprofit that runs the house, and our mission here is to empower our students and community through seated table experiences. And so you guys have actually already started that journey with us. Starting in the garden, we were able to harvest those herbs and bring them into the kitchen and turn that into a healthy meal and a lesson, and kind of educating on how and where food is grown from. So that's a big part of our work here. We've been established since 2017, and we do a variety of classes. So a perfect example is with Tina. We do a lot of collaborations with local chefs, entrepreneurs, and health influencers that will come and do different kinds of courses with us. So our Culinary Curiosities class is the one that's coming up at the end of the month. On Thursday, it's the 26th, I believe. Yep, Thursday the 26th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're having Tina come back here in the kitchen, and we're going to be doing our Reset with Real Food class that she had mentioned. We also do a variety of other classes working with students. As you know, our saying here is anywhere from 0 to 100, you can be a student and learn something new at our facility. So, we offer field trip classes, we do homeschool groups that come in for cooking classes, we do summer camp, different holidays, and we just like to encourage that group teamwork setting where students are able to work, problem solve, be inventive, be creative, and find a way to build confidence and confidence in the kitchen, and hopefully that can then be associated with their lifestyle and into adulthood. So it's a great place to be, and we hope you guys can come here in person, whether it is for our Culinary Curiosities class or one of our other events. We'd love to have you guys.
I love being here. I love being here. And look at the gorgeous color these are picking up. You can see how they're softening and they're getting that nice golden color.
That's
and they
beautiful.
smell delicious.
So they seem to cook down a bit, but they still have some good integrity, I feel like.
They do retain their shape, and they don't tend to have as much water as some of the other more common varieties that you might find in the grocery store. So these do have a little chewier texture. I wouldn't say that they're difficult to eat or anything like that. They're just not super soft, where other mushrooms might absorb all of the liquid, like the cooking fat or whatever you're cooking with them, and then they'll release their liquid. These don't always do that. These will just sort of soak up everything you give them. I thought since these are almost ready, I would show how to do a chiffonade real quick.
I'll move this so you can see.
So all I do is stack up the basil leaves, kind of from big to small. Chiffonade just means little ribbons. Those French chefs have a word for everything.
It just sounds so much more fancy when you use
It does, yeah. And then I just roll them really tight, like a little cigar. And then, I have a little time on this knife, but it's fine. And then I just slice through very thin ribbons. And I want everyone to notice this technique. I'm left-handed, so it's going to look right-handed over there.
I was like, that's awesome.
Always keep your knuckles forward and your fingertips back. Never cut anything like this, because that's just asking for trouble. And then you use the knuckle, that center middle finger knuckle, to guide how you're cutting. So I'm using that, kind of my knife blade is brushing up against that, and I'm just moving back and back and back as I slice. And then I get nice, consistent, even slices.
Beautiful.
Can I tell you something funny, Tina?
Sure.
When we teach the students chiffonade, I talk about rolling it up like a sleeping bag.
Oh,
Like
probably.
when you go to Girl Scouts or camp, and so we always say, roll it up like a sleeping bag.
That's probably a better analogy for children.
It's so cute. Like the difference is that kids can chiffonade too. They just need the right analogy and the right tools.
Exactly,
right? So,
exactly. I'm just going to add a little more oil to this because we're actually going to use this as a sauce. I don't like to add too much oil at the beginning because I want it to have that nice crispy texture. Yeah, and then I'm going to add a little lemon. I like to roll the lemon to get the juices really going.
I was going to ask, because that's something that I practice as well, but I wasn't sure if that was more of a myth or if that actually helps.
No, it really helps kind of break the flesh down a little bit on the inside, and then so I'm just going to zest this a little bit because I just love lemon flavor. Absolutely.
And that reminds me, we actually have some flowers that our garden educator had harvested earlier that we're going to use for plating.
Oh,
We'll be right
perfect.
back. I'm going to grab those.
Okay. I love fresh flowers. Whenever you zest something, you just want to take off the lemon or the orange, the citrusy color. You don't want to go all the way down into the white. You want to leave the white because that gets a little bitter. I think about a half a lemon should be just right. Oh, and it just smells so lemony already. And make sure you reach inside and get the rest of that out of there. Juice. And I think these are done. What do you think? I think they look perfect.
Oh yeah, they look great.
You let those herbs mix in. Always add the herbs at the end. I don't like that flavor to cook out too much.
I agree.
Okay. Beautiful. Put this up. Got some zucchini noodles here that we spiralized earlier, and as I said before, you don't even need to cook them because the warm sauce
We'll just soften it
is
just
just
slightly.
gonna. Yep. I think it's hot. It's not hot.
Do you want me to help?
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay.
Yep.
Tag team.
Exactly. Put all of these right on top. Actually, we can do 2 plates.
Okay.
We have enough mushrooms to do 2 plates. And you could season these with Asian flavors if you like coconut aminos, which is a nice substitute,
It's okay.
for soy sauce.
I do like coconut aminos because it almost has a little bit of a sweet note to it as well.
And if you don't love that sweet coconutty flavor, you can always add a little fish sauce to sort of give it that umami and get it a little bit off of the. And of course, we don't need cheese because we're dairy free. But if you like.
But for aesthetics, we have some beautiful flowers that are edible. These are our butterfly pea flowers, the blue, and then the yellow are peanut flowers. So
Gorgeous.
Just makes it a little bit more elegant, and you know, we like to celebrate our food, and we eat with our eyes first, so this is a great way to incorporate that more pop of color.
Or as my family says, Instagram eats first.
I love that. That's true. While we're on Instagram, you guys are going to be feasting on these beautiful dishes.
So that's it. We'll be doing more of this kind of cooking on the 26th, and I'll be showing you some of my Whole30 principles as well as how to make some healthy swaps and eat maybe a little more paleo and just sort of improve your overall health through food.
Yeah, finding ways to eat with real food, reset your body, feeling great, energized. We're so excited to have Tina back here in just 2 weeks, so we hope to see you guys there. If you are interested in joining our Culinary Curiosities class, you can sign up with the link in our bio.
And I have the link on my website as well, livingdeliciousnutrish.com.
And make sure you give her a follow. Yep.
Awesome.
All right, guys, take care. Thanks for
so
tuning
much.
in. Thank you, Tina. See ya.